So big swole. Therapeutic Goods Administration here in Australia want to ban DMHA?
Can you believe that shit?
It's the GAINZ Trust, baby. So big swole, we have here in our hot hand an interim decision. Sorry, I bought your head
Yeah,
out
that's
there.
okay, mate. That's okay.
An interim decision from the Australian Government Department of Health Therapeutic Goods Administration, right there.
Yeah.
And the interim decision is to class a couple of substances,
Yeah.
DMBA, also known as AMP citrate, and DMHA, and other aliphatic alkylamines as Schedule 10 poisons on the Therapeutic Goods Administration schedule, effectively completely banning the sale, supply, and use of DMBA, aka AMP citrate, DMHA, and anything that looks anything like DMBA,
Well,
DMHA, DMAA.
Yeah, like this is just I guess a push on from 2012, man. It's just reliving what we went through with DMAA. But I think what we should do is we'll go back and do you want to explain to the viewers at home what DMBA are and DMHA both are? So I guess paint a picture for them for those who don't know what they are.
So some facts for you keen viewers at home. Everybody is pretty much aware, and if you're not, you're about to be made aware. DMAA, dimethylamylamine, banned pretty much worldwide.
Yeah.
In Australia, banned as of August 2012, and banned well. You can't buy, use, possess, do anything with DMAA anymore. No. DMAA obviously was a very popular stimulant used in a lot of pre-workout supplements at the time, and it effectively got rid of all of those supplements, and all the companies that produced those supplements had to reformulate, take DMAA out of their supplements and put in other stimulants.
Yeah.
Move forward now 5 years to 2017, and about the same time, we're in June now. This is almost exactly 5 years from August 2012. And you have these different chemical analogues of DMAA.
Yeah.
The most prevalent and the closest in chemical structure is the substance called DMBA, which most people in the industry will know as AMP citrate, or Amperol is another name for it. And then you also have a bunch of other chemical analogues, definitely the most popular, especially at the moment, DMHA.
Yeah, so DMHA is the flavour of the month at the moment.
It is definitely the flavour of the month. But all of these compounds are effectively different analogues, or different metabolites of each other. So they all have very similar effects, but the effects aren't as pronounced as you kind of go down the metabolic pathway. So DMAA, definitely the most potent, and then probably a step down from DMAA is DMBA, AMP citrate, and then a step down from DMBA is DMHA, and then you can keep going down the steps and kind of get less potent, and less potent as you go along. That's a bit of background for you guys.
So what the government has done basically is, I guess they've tried to get on the front foot a little bit and I guess ban it's not all stimulants, but all of the ones that they think has any correlation between that and DMAA. But if we look at what if we've got the schedule here in front of us, it goes schedule 1 through to 10.
We do. So for those of you who don't know what the schedule is in the Therapeutic Goods Administration scheme of things, so it's effectively a schedule of poisons. Yeah. And the Therapeutic Goods Administration here in Australia uses this schedule to rank different compounds based on their safety. Yeah. Or I guess what is the criteria? There is actually a criteria based on their danger to human health.
Yeah, but their words for it would be level of regulatory control.
There you go. You've got it right in front of you, Big Swole. Why don't you just
this is a real eye opener and this is even an eye opener for me.
Yeah.
If we skip, so there's pharmaceutical medicines which you can buy over the counter. Then you go to prescription only.
There's 10 parts of the schedule.
Poisons, dangerous poisons. You get to Schedule 8, and this is where everything starts to get interesting.
Yes.
Okay?
And so Schedule 8 is?
Controlled drugs.
Controlled drugs.
So that would include cocaine, methamphetamine, and oxycodone, which is a painkiller. which kills plenty of people in the US every single year.
And so those three drugs are controlled drugs. And Schedule 8.
Schedule 8.
Okay, so let's go out. Let's go to
Let's
Schedule 9.
Let's go to the next level.
Let's see what's on Schedule 9.
Prohibited substances.
Okay.
Heroin.
Yes.
And LSD. Level 9.
That's level 9.
That's level 9.
Okay.
So then
let's go to Schedule 10. Let's see what's on Schedule 10.
Substances
the highest schedule
of danger to health and warrant prohibited of sale, supply, and use.
Yes.
Now this is where you will find DMAA, DMBA.
Well, they're proposing to put DMBA.
And DMHA.
And all of your other favourite pre-workout stimulants.
So are they saying that DMHA and DMBA are worse than heroin?
I believe that's what they're saying, Swole.
Cocaine?
I believe that's what's going down.
Methamphetamines.
Yeah.
Now, if we look at, methamphetamines is very prominent in the news at the moment because, crystal meth and ice are killing, thousands and thousands of young people every year. Or if not killing them, it's ruining their lives anyway. And they're saying that these products, which are found in sports supplements,
Schedule 10.
Are worse.
You can't get, there's no Schedule 11 in this mother.
No.
Schedule 10 is the top. Let me ask you a quick, just a quick question before we go back to this paper and the delegates' reasons for wanting to put DMHA in particular on Schedule 10. On the schedule, let's just do a couple of common drugs. Nicotine.
Nicotine.
From tobacco.
So nicotine is actually a prescription only, which is Schedule 4.
Schedule 4.
Schedule 4. Okay.
What about?
However,
hold up. What about when in tobacco?
Not
like
scheduled.
Naturally occurring.
Not scheduled.
Not part of. Not
no,
on. Okay.
It's not scheduled.
Okay. So, what about the drug that kills more people than any other drug on this planet? Alcohol. Ethyl alcohol. Where's that on schedule?
Oh mate, it's not on the list. Don't worry about it.
Not scheduled.
We don't need to put it on there.
Not
don't worry about
on the schedule.
So if we look at those two last ones, which kill thousands of people every year,
shit the bed.
But they're not listed.
Yes.
However, we're kicking up a stink about two stimulants. One of which, mind you, is
we're talking about whole class here.
Yeah,
whole class
is worse than alcohol and tobacco. And do you see the government at any time trying to ban these two products?
No.
Of course not.
No, of course
Why would they do that?
Now,
that's not going to kill anyone.
Now, I've gone through this paper, Big Swole, and the link is in the description box to what we're going to read off right now for you guys who are interested.
And want to read through it.
And want to read through the whole thing. It's 10 pages long. I've gone through and I've highlighted the delegates' reasons for wanting to put DMHA in particular on Schedule 10. We're going to leave DMBA amp citrate alone for the rest of this video because there are, you can read through the paper and there are kind of justifiable reasons to want to put amp citrate right next to DMAA as a Schedule 10 poison. But I'm going to concentrate now on DMHA because, as you mentioned, that's the stimulant, that's the flavor of the month. It's bringing a lot of pre-workouts. A lot of people enjoy the effects.
Yeah, you have seen DMBA not be used as much lately.
Yeah, and the reason for that, I don't want to go into it too much, but is because the FDA in the USA sent out letters
saying don't use it.
A while ago now, saying we don't want this used in supplements. So amp citrate.
And everyone toed the line on that and went, you know what, that's fine.
Let's get rid of it and move on to something else. And that's really why all of the manufacturers moved to DMHA. Let me just read out a couple of things. A couple of reasons for the delegates' justification for wanting to put DMHA on the schedule as Schedule 10. I'm reading word for word here too.
Yeah.
There are reports by supplement distributors online of plans to replace DMBA in supplements should DMBA be regulated in a similar way to DMAA. One of the suggested replacement supplements is DMHA. Websites such as, there's a couple of supplement websites they list here.
One very prominent one.
In the interim report, have called DMHA a replacement for DMAA and DMBA. The websites also note that although there are unverified claims of the botanical nature of the compound, DMHA is likely to be synthetically produced.
So let me get this right.
Yes.
Before you move on.
Yes.
There's not so much research into this at the moment, into DMHA and why it should be banned, but they're going off what someone said on a website.
Yes.
That's genius.
Let me continue.
That's brilliant.
No information could be found regarding the status of DMHA in the USA. No information could be found regarding the status of DMHA in New Zealand. Websites, once again, back to the websites, report that DMHA is found in sufficient doses in nature, in particular in the Kigella africana fruit, which we do see in some pre-workout supplements, and state that this allows it to be considered a dietary supplement and get approval from the relevant authorities. So websites do say both sides of the story. How's this one? The adaptability of the supplements industry in developing chemically similar substances with similar stimulant-like properties further underlines the need to be proactive and consider including all analogues that thereby schedules this class appropriately.
So they want to ban it because effectively what's happening with the biochemists and people who are working in the supplement industry are too smart for them. And so they're bringing out these I guess, versions of certain products too quickly. So they want to be proactive and just ban them all.
Well, and it's like we discussed earlier, is like a metabolite or a chemical analog of DMAA is DMBA. So you ban DMBA, everyone moves to DMHA, which is kind of what happened in the US already. You ban DMHA, and then we move to the next analog. You ban that one, we move to the next analog. So the TGA is just saying, you know what, ban them all.
So they're doing that to be proactive, and good on them for being proactive. And also, they're banning it because of what someone said on a website.
Yes.
I don't even know why we're doing this video anymore.
That's actually in the basis. It's actually in the. I'm not shitting you, viewers.
It's right there.
Links in the description box. Go have a read. The basis for banning DMHA and all of what they've called aliphatic alkylamines is what they've read on a website.
Mate, it's genius. I can see why we're paying these people at the TGA so much bloody money.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
for them to do this research.
The committee, so everyone's thinking, all right, how long do we have? When does this take effect? So the proposed implementation date is the 1st of October 2017, so we've got less than 4 months, since this is the earliest possible implementation date. And Big Swole, we spoke to the TGA this morning about a possible grace period, because when DMAA was banned, there was a grace period. No grace period.
So basically,
as of the 1st of October,
if you've got
DMHA is Schedule 10, which means substance of such danger as to warrant prohibition of sale, supply, and use. So if you sell, supply, or even use it, if you have it and you use it, so you're in breach of the Therapeutic
So you're saying
Act.
that if I have a tub of a pre-workout that has DMHA in it after the 1st of October, I can't even use it? Not even for personal use? Wow.
Can use cocaine though.
Oh, mate, personal use, you get a fine for that. It's only Schedule 8, don't worry about it.
Schedule 10. All right, Big Swole, so that's where we're at. What does this mean for the supplement industry?
Well, I guess it's the same thing that happened 2012, you know, obviously when DMAA got banned, is, you know, it's going to mean a lot of reformulations for a lot of pre-workouts out there. Pre-workouts, fat burners, anything that's got the stimulant DMHA in it, or still maybe using DMBA, means that you're going to have to reformulate and find another stimulant to use as a replacement.
If this decision does go through as it stands, it's not going to be, you know, the simple case of finding the next best metabolite stimulant. It's like that entire class of stimulants now is, as far as Australia is concerned, is banned, is Schedule 10 for sale, supply, and use. So what we're going to see in the industry is not what we've seen so far, where the companies just move to a different analog. It's a complete removal of that type of stimulant, and you're going to start seeing a lot of you know, other stimulants come in. I guess probably the next one really in line is tea cream. I would say.
Which, you know, it just baffles me when you think about this, because those stimulants really, you know, they're nothing untoward. They're not taken in overdoses. And this is why, you know, DMAA got banned in the first place, because people were, I guess, using it the way it wasn't meant to be used. And this is the reason why they're bringing the DMBA ban in as well, or want to, and the same as DMHA, because they're concerned about people's welfare. So it's almost like that, you know, you've got to take care of the kids because you don't want them to get hurt, sort of thing. So that's why they're doing it.
But, you know, then it's frustrating, man, because you look at the whole, you know,
you look at everything.
and alcohol situation.
Mate, how many people...
You go, like, if this is legit, you know, supposed to be part of the Department of Health that's supposed to look after the health of the people of Australia. 100%. I mean, you know, we're talking about health supplements here.
Yeah.
But we're talking about supplements that encourage people to go to the gym, that get people working harder in the gym, burning more calories during their workouts and therefore tackling obesity.
Have you heard of anyone
building more muscle, changing body composition, improving things that, you know, insulin sensitivity, reducing insulin resistance, which is therefore going to have long-term effects in reducing diabetes. You've got, you know, we're talking about health supplements here.
Yeah.
We're not talking about poisons that need to be scheduled as more dangerous than cocaine and methamphetamines and heroin and LSD. You know, this is the I guess the juxtaposition with this, you know, the whole concept of what's going on here. It's very frustrating.
If we look at the one product on there that isn't actually listed, alcohol being the most dangerous in the fact that overuse of this product does kill people daily.
Well, not even overuse, chronic use.
It's just so why is there, I just can't understand why they banned these particular ingredients or substances, but then alcohol, which of course they make a heap of money off tax rebates and all that sort of shit. That's what the government doesn't ban it for, is still allowed to be bought over the counter by anyone over the age of 18, but yet DMHA is going to be banned. It just blows my mind. I really just don't get it.
It's very hard to try and you know, balance.
Well, it's just illogical, isn't it?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying. It's very hard to justify what we're seeing here. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. The reason for us shooting this video is to get a little bit of a discussion happening. You know, we've given you guys our thoughts. What are your thoughts? Post them as a comment down below. Big Swole, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Oh man, we could be here for hours just talking about the frustration.
We're going to bang our heads against the wall.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah, look, I'd like to hear what everyone has to say. Look, I hope that you know, the government wakes up, but I know, you know, that's probably not going to happen, and we're going to have to look at reformulations of all the great products that we're currently using that may contain DMHA. You know, a lot of them I'll use every day almost, but you know, we're going to have to look into what is the next stimulant that we can use.
So there you go, guys. As it stands at the moment, unless something drastic happens, as of the 1st of October 2017, DMBA Schedule 10, DMHA Schedule 10, and all chemical analogues of this class of stimulants are no longer legal.
They're very dangerous.
For sale, use, supply, to do anything with. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
Guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay up to date with all the latest editions of the GAINZ Trust and all the other deliciousness on our YouTube channel. Big Swole, where are we coming to and from?
MassiveJoes.com.